Well, my name is Ryan Price. I'm the news director at CFAX 1070 Radio. I actually went to Camosun College as well, a predecessor of the program you guys are in. It was called the Applied Communications Program, ACP. And since then, I really came directly here, and I've been working in News Talk Radio ever since. I started as a guy pushing the buttons on the board for talk shows, screening the phone calls to call-in radio, and I worked from there into the newsroom, and from there into managing a newsroom, and I haven't looked back ever since.
What advice would you give to anyone or a student that is interested in the news industry and wants to get into it?
I've got one general piece of advice, and that is you're at school right now, and you've got all these students with you who are all probably going to go on to interesting things. Be good to all those people. Keep up those relationships, because when everybody goes off into the world and gets established, you never know who's going to be a good connection. So I feel like news or in any industry, it's those connections that really help you out. So take some time just to think about all the people around you in your classroom right now, because you'll never expect where some of those people will end up and how those connections will help.
How do you feel about the rise of citizen journalism?
These things might be completely in my own head, but I feel like we've been going through a very interesting time in society, period, but for journalism as well, with the ability, back to social media, to spread a lot of news that is, I don't want to use the term, but fake news, right? You know, like that, it's a thing right now. And I think that people are more aware of it, they're more wary of it. It's something that's kind of in public consciousness now, that there's a bunch of stuff that's fake online, and people are spreading messages for political purposes online. And with that wariness, I think, comes a bit of a renewed trust in some of the traditional media sources. Whereas, you know, for a while there, I feel like that there was this whole move towards citizen journalists, that this is going to destabilize the whole thing. But you know, I think there's a renewed interest in subscribing to things like the Washington Post and all of these big newspapers that have long histories and a lot of credibility, because people are trying to find some truth and something they can trust in all the noise that's out there.